Okay, na nem say line high kakenti. Me just an explanation kakra. Ewo abranti and ram say na udi nkomo baby a wuchim say na mo options to trigger bibia and the player remains your player. Shwankan, which match mu kakra?
Okay, good morning to you, Time, and all your listeners.
Good morning.
And yes, now your option no still, and we've triggered our rights to extend into a prolonging the contract, and we've served him with an amended document to sign. So as things stands, we have exercised our options as contract na yedi and Sasha say on 1st August 2022. No, no, and I discuss and you get back to agreement. Say in the event, the initial 2 years we are, or the contract be we are. Accra Lions Football Club award the unilateral option to exercise their right to prolong it for a further 12 months.
Okay. And
then we informed him verbally, and we followed up with a letter to him. So we are just waiting on him to complete his part. But we know that there's been the dynamics have changed, and he's not been receptive to what we are trying to do with him. I think maybe his sporting vision has changed as far as we are concerned.
Okay. But
then we are taking it up for clarity and closure to be brought to this matter.
Okay. So maybe a principle, and as I say, even when you want to trigger it, you don't need his consent. You just go ahead based on the agreement. You go ahead and trigger it.
But say agreement, no, you do two name, no. Say this is what will happen. The event that we want to, in any age maybe over. And after season info, this is the way forward. So we've triggered the option, and we followed up with an official letter to him.
Okay.
Exactly.
I don't remember. I decided to probably move off what he has agreed because we are aware of everything as we are saying.
And some because the plans or his ambitions have changed, and maybe he thinks that okay, this is not where I want to be going forward, and maybe or no the personal decision.
Okay.
Exactly.
So where is he at the moment? Is he training with you or?
As I speak to you from yesterday, I don't know where he is because he didn't train with the club yesterday. He had moved out of the clubhouse in the morning. He didn't report for training. I tried to my friend countless times, call waiting, but one gets it back. Me send a message. He's not getting back to me.
Okay. Yes. What's the way? What's the way forward? What are your plans?
The way forward is to just seek clarity on the matter. Is to go to the regulator, which is the Ghana Football Association, for a decision to be made on the matter, an interpretation that will bring to an end all this misunderstanding, if there is on his part, but for our part there is no misunderstanding. So
assuming that a club comes and says that look, we are interested, I'm sure based on Nkoma Awudi, that will not be difficult for you to deal with.
Certainly not. See, on Abranton and Kasa, as at the time of preseason, yesterday preseason, we had a meeting. We had options for him, a choice outside, which he wasn't amenable to it. Yeah. And we said, okay, if you don't want it, tell us what you want so that we look at it and speak to the club. He didn't get back to us on it. He also had his vision as to where he wanted to go to.
Okay.
Then we said, okay, wherever you say you want to go to, let the club.
The question you gave, which one was that?
Hello.
Okay, Nana.
I
think there's an issue with.
Yeah, but a bit of explanation as to this whole discussion.
Okay.
When the ended, we received an official request from Kotoko Football Club, Sporting Club, sorry.
Okay.
About Shwankan. We discussed with him.
When was that? Last year and this season?
Oh no, when this season ended.
Okay.
Yeah. We discussed with him. He said no, that wasn't his ambition to play here. He was looking at a choice outside. After the time I went by, we had that we were expecting something from outside the jurisdiction of Ghana. Then what we were waiting for him came through, and we presented it to him. He didn't like the personal terms that the club had proposed. So we asked him that, okay, if you don't own pair, club to club terms, they were okay with it. But the personal terms, he wasn't okay with it. And the club name. He didn't, only the associates never got back to us on that matter. Then he came around later on that he had another option of an European club. And we said, okay, what you are telling us in verbally, no, to be honest, we don't think it suits your caliber of player for that thing that you're. But anyway, let them send an offer or send a request to us. Then he told me at the point that the club said they sent something. I said, they've not received anything. He said they are sent. So okay, if the club are telling you that you sent it, let them send you a copy and forward to me directly. Because we hadn't received it by mail.
Yeah.
Afterwards, then you have people calling you on his behalf that, okay, we want to know that what is the buyout transfer fee for Shwankan if you want to release it. What are the terms? And I said clearly that you want Shwankan Mohammed. Just bring the offer. If he meets our valuation and your terms, I guess you had agreed terms with him, we'll just release him to go. Because we've come to the point where we know that there's no amount of persuasion or trying to resolve anything that will let him stay.
Yeah.
He's gotten to that point now. So,
yeah.
And in a group, it's not advisable for us to keep
an unhappy player.
Exactly. That makes sense. And he's a captain. He was the captain before preseason until he started showing these signs. So then why do we encourage this? Because the group has very young boys.
Okay.
We cannot let indiscipline to sit in. That one we will accept.
Yeah.
I speak to you sometimes. I mean, the so-called interest, not say a free outside. They've not sent a word to us.
Okay.
The only thing we have heard was that Asante Kotoko. Kotoko hasn't gotten back to us again after we responded that Shwankan wasn't transferable. Tamomo send your letter. That's based on Onakasaka said no, that wasn't what he was looking at back then. We had a meeting with him. We said, if you think that is Asante Kotoko or Hasu Folk who are interested in you, let them bring an offer. He just smiled. He will smile at you and not say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So for us,
is it one of these reasons, Emma? He was changed as a captain of the club. Is it when he started showing this kind of attitude? That's why he was changed. Because there are people who say he's not happy because he was changed as a captain.
It cannot be so. He has shown signs of not being a leader. He has started over 1 week. Shwankan wasn't reachable on phone. Messages were sent. You sometimes it's called waiting. He wasn't getting back to anybody. Okay. He came with the excuse that he wasn't feeling well. And he said that, sure. Who not a leader of the group? And he said, if you have a health challenger, so if your situation is that worse, whoever is around you can get in touch.
Yeah.
Nobody did, and you come back and you come with the way that you want to move on. It tells us clearly that your mind is not where you want to be, and the club, we always need to move on. Timer.
Okay.
It's a young group. If we allow this, say okay, Shwankan captain AC, so we just let it go. What are the other young boys also going to learn going forward? Are we still in discipline, or we're encouraging in discipline?
Okay. Obi, I know you handle this for me. Somebody has just sent in this, and maybe say whether how you want to respond to this. Also, can you please ask him that is he aware of a CAS ruling that states for unilateral extension to be valid? That one, the option to extend unilaterally should be exercised within a acceptable deadline before last 6 months before the expiry of the current contract. And the salary reward deriving from the option rise should be defined in the original contract. Meaning the question is clear and you want to respond to this.
No, I need to understand it clearly.
Okay.
But if he wants to invoke a CAS ruling, a CAS ruling is specific to what?
Yes.
Is it a football matter? or is a
unilateral
basketball
extension
matter?
of contracts.
Yes, and what is that particular issue that went before class? Is it the case that we didn't inform Shwankan before the season ended, or they are just trying to tie his hands behind him? No.
Okay. So it's quite interesting, but Meteo Kasana Nana, you don't mind if somebody comes forward and says we want to engage Shwankan. You have a discussion with that club, and then if it suits you, your valuation, you can just have negotiation and allow him to move on. Yes, Anette.
But at this moment, I don't know who. So he's insisting that his contract has terminated, so
Okay.
he's a free player. So we just wait.
Okay, and you are seeking clarification from the Ghana Football Association.
Oh yes, we've gone before the regulator, so that is the best way.
Okay.
Yes, we don't want to.
Okay.
We time out. We wouldn't want to impede his career.
Okay.
Same way we wouldn't want to be in the news every now and then.
Okay.
And the rumors that we hear at Asante Kotoko. Kotoko is a fine club institution. We all look up to Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
But if the likes of the current Kotoko management are engineering this in this way, it's up to them.
Yeah, we are not even yet there, so yeah, ready. Nana, that's it. Thank you very much. Obiri.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you so much. Okay, so that's it. Obed.
So to
Oh yeah, dear. Okay.
It's me about inquiry.
Market.
But there 11 signing on Kotoko.
No, say 11, don't do 11. And then the coach Ogumaba.
That don't you?
And then Oba.
Tino Dubai no.
Tine do no so Nigeria near.
Ono from Lagos cities.
Or he did Tine do Nigeria for.
Kumasi boy wo.
Ghana yeah.
Ghana ni be friend.
Kumasi boy.
Tine do nya Ghana for di.
I don't know the background there, but how do people how do akoda no? Obo
How
ebon.
do I?
Ebon. Ana me na kasa wo ho.
I repeat him. Okay.
Me na kasa wo ho ana.
Only Tine do ni.
Tine do no. Ana oba e. Yeah.
Tine do is a kind of ana do 10 do ana 10 hag do 10 ana. Tine do there after for you.
I didn't say more of Nigerian name there, but I think we're
Also
going.
no was saying.
Obo midfielder. Obo Koko as one bia.
Yeah, so defensive.
Defensive midfielder. Yeah.
And now
So
potential.
do the one who go no.
My hand once.
Some Tine do.
Yeah, but me Nra say me ne coaches me no. And not even Nra cry. But Nra na issues be brave.
But be start ya na.
I'm so to team wey dey obewuram.
Eh.
There ni on say me so to you obi wo ha. Oka obi ho asem a oka nipa 10 ho
Man
asem.
can want them.
Oh, coach me because I wanted to even say me money me on person.
And they work on Buana.
There be on board, but also
And that kind of penny
also for some reasons.
On your show soon say bia na do be can go tia faso.
No, now
Also for some
the question that
reasons,
you're asking is Tinedu is a DM. Shwankan is a DM, and they already have
Entry.
in team, not only in team, sheriff who is recovering.
or recover.
And
They don't want to rush Sheriff.
Oba Kumasi.
Oh, Kumasi, I think
They don't want to rush.
Kumasi.
Okay,
Kumasi.
good.
For now,
So-
and no, I'm common.
Let's in there so am.
Anet ni nyama Stella.
No net all.
Oba ko for your friends I saw atintin fu e be go chire we.
Let's in your man.
Every man is sabre.
Akwaro ko je fans wa kra no man net ni mo.
Oh,
Eh very say
Samba.
Samba.
Ana ablo
Na
sabo.
gini ni na se hwano.
Ablo ono na ire na
Joseph
ewu.
Ablo. Oh, we started training.
No wife a film.
Oh no for
Oba ye.
Oba ye ayin.
Boss,
Omo ko ye no.
So let me Muslim. Ana o Guinean, you know.
Because they no on sign come go take me ye.
So what is nyanko? We so
Also
must.
wa kwaji trophy view.
Ene
Dey
so
for the picture.
order don nyansa no mo pero we do san wienti.
Wa kwaji trophy view.
I mean, who's okuta trophy?
Also me fan tro.
Monitor the pa.
Also me fan tro me.
Sata ko yin konya.
I'm friendly game be.
I'm so na man of the match right.
Hey.
No
Oh,
okuta
so kwaji trophy ni. The South Africa there. Season end omo bo
Trophies
tournaments
be.
be.
trophy. Coach Ogumaba.
Okay. Oba ya kwa discuss European
Wani.
transfer no.
Yeah man.
Ablo.
Abolo no.
We na ni rewo no.
Yeah. But what from then first dom
Ado
started.
ko hin.
Say Oba no okwa akra kakroje permissions.
Na oba no akra.
No, but wa makuma fi. One day so be do na o shia Kotoko wa Accra.
That fin or training.
No, our bank as a Monday no start here now. We do Sunday na man.
The team has a Galactico straight to.
Team no more any day. It comes back to the coach. You see the Barbie
the coach and a in place.
And it comes back to how the coach never come materials na boom. Because se kwabno usu a Mr. Tuye Ken. Se kwabno usu eba. Na when ya Dauda Saka. Kotoko ato Albert Amoa. Afa Uche. Elvis Chieba afọ asa afa Abdul Karim Abdurrahman we enim ho nko ahụ
ngura no de o de compare mom kon dia mom kon ngura umpa
coach no aslan coach na so kan no
comparison dey ya na
aslan coach na so kan
na difficult for me because one yeah who players on free clubs say ba omo ba o mentimi am but so you should allow them to play mo mo be Kotoko no but based on their normal idea Prince Kwabena share 9, Sauka share 8, and Albert Amoa share 5. Kotoko team Mukwala Pene share 4, Tinomoma Kenya na Kalu share 4. Team means a trainer Abanedie, almost share more goals in the league than all the Kotoko players with the exception of Mukwala. With the exception of Mukwala, okay. Just a chain.
Oh, you are boy.
I'm the boy near who they be.
Nana go no boy.
Of course, Nana sign 11. Makuma 11 there. I'm to my sign.